you have in your mind. Someday. And then one day, you realize that someday is today. And this is the one that you've been waiting for. Been waiting for a big shift. And you felt it ahead of time. When it comes to linear time, you could be tuned into the past, the present, and the future. And a lot of you that are in tune, maybe you went through the preparation to accept. You've been ready. You've gotten your house in order. You listened when God says it's go time. You've maybe been on this channel. You might have been doing the inner work. You had the preparation to accept. You heard the message, God says it's go time. And you listened when your Uncle Mike said, have your house in order. You did these things, and now you're prepared to accept these energies, embracing them. As this massive solar storm is going to interact with this realm, with this earth, with our reality, this is soul retrieval time. It's one of the most powerful messages we've ever had tonight. This is a pen and paper episode. Get your pen and paper ready. Mr. D is going to do a notebook check at the end. Take a little sip of coffee tonight. Get yourself, I made it good tonight. Get yourself a cup of coffee. Gather around. Uncle Mike's going to teach tonight. Yeah, we're going to teach tonight. And we're embracing the leadership role that God had planned for us all along. Energy is the ability to cause change. We can detect energy's presence by noticing the change. You have to get back to the basics. I did a video on that. You can't complicate things. If it's complicated, it's not from God. If it's simple, that comes from God. It's got to be simple. This life has not been simple. This journey over the past few years has not been simple. But God put us on the threshing floor for 2024. Many of you, you've been on this journey, you knew 2024 was going to be powerful. And as this massive solar storm that's going to activate the Christ codes within, as it takes place over the next few days, you are going to witness how the shift changes. It's already happening. You're just leveling up again. This is a very important message. I'm so grateful for all of you being here tonight. Could you all kindly, whether you're watching live or on the replay, could you do your Uncle Mike a favor? Could you just hit that like button? And when you do that, it sends a message that this is a very powerful message and we'll get like 1 million people to watch this video. So hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. We do daily videos, 9 a.m. Eastern time. We come on for special events like tonight as well. A G5 solar storm is affecting us. Probably as I'm creating this world famous video right now, it's going to be affecting us for a couple of days. And the solar storms, solar activity, solar flares, all solar activities connected to human consciousness and brain waves. And we have to have a deeper understanding about this light energy. Dormant codes are being activated. All is within your DNA. 93% of the function of DNA is responsible for light and sound reception and transmission. I know there's a lot of people that are new. Some people have always been on this journey. You know the importance of this. But if you're new, your junk DNA is not, it's not junk. Nah, you weren't junk, kid. You weren't junk. You were very powerful. If you're powerful, you can hit the starbursts in the chat right now. So the majority of your DNA receptors is for light and sound reception and transmission. It's all about light. Tesla taught us this. Kyle, thank you so much, Kyle. I appreciate you. 333. Blessings to you, Kyle. When you look at your DNA, it's coiled like the Tesla coil. Your DNA is an energy amplifier. Your DNA, the information your DNA holds, it's beyond just, what's the color of the hair, what you're going to look like. And we actually, our life, who we are, physically, mentally, spiritually, changes as we go along. In science, it's known as epigenetics. Epigenetics meaning above genetics. Cliff, I appreciate you very much, brother. Thank you very much for that. Thank you. You actually contain a spark, a divine spark of God. Did you know that? Yeah, that's how powerful. You have a spark of God inside of you. God is right here. You're looking at God, and if you want to, you go right to a mirror right now. You see God. There he is. It's within you. Not outside of you. Not outside, not down there. Right? Bugs Bunny taught us, don't go down there. It's dark. Don't go down there. Linear time. And sometimes we think, oh, it just goes in a straight line. And it's part of life, but it's not real. It's malleable, if you will. Some of you have been picking up on this change. You've been feeling it over the past week. We've been deeply retrieving our full embodiment, our full soul. You've been retrieving. This is soul retrieval right now. If you missed this Risings video, you should check it out. Remembrance. You have sparks of God within you. You've had parts of you that haven't been turned on yet. Dr. Bruce Lipton, some people say, oh, this is I don't know what's going on here. Dr. Bruce Lipton asked, is it turned on or off? Is the gene expression turned on or off? Check out Bruce Lipton. Love Bruce, right? To do this work, something that's never really been done before, to really kind of put everything together, it's a lot. But we all have unique abilities, gifts, and callings. When you think of the return of Christ, is this happening right now? When you look at the connection to consciousness and solar activity, this is a return of Christ consciousness. I want everyone, 1,000 people, you could write it in the live stream right now. It's Christ consciousness is coming online. This is Christ consciousness. It's coming online right now. It's Christ consciousness. Bruce Lipton talks about the signal. That's who you are, the signal. A long time ago when I started this, I was out on the beach, who's that guy out there? And I said, I am not this body, I am the energy that operates this body. It's the energy. You are the energy that operates, that's called your soul. You have soul, right? This is your avatar that you operate with the energies flowing through the DNA. It's flowing right now, yeah. This solar storm, it's activating us on a very deep level. And you came across this video because you are coming to terms that this is what's happening. You're remembering more about your past lives. You always had maybe thoughts and feelings of who you are, who your oversoul is, who your higher self is. Full video on the channel page. All right, if you want to really dive into this, hit that subscribe button. I appreciate that. Hit that like button if you're just joining us. Very powerful live stream tonight. Your higher self, not the persona that society told you who you are. You need to do that. That's not you. You're your higher self. Now we're embracing this higher essence. And this solar activity, these energies are actually amplifying what is inside of us. Other people have shared about this as well. These solar storms, solar activity actually brings out what's truthfully inside a person. Right? Is a person during this time period becoming more enlightened, or are they going more out of balance, out of control, out of whack? You got to be in alignment. I'm so grateful for everyone that's been part of this journey. I shared before I came on tonight. I keep receipts. I got receipts, right? They're on the channel page. The receipts are on the channel page. Over time, what did we discuss? The preparation to accept. Did you prepare? Are you ready to accept these energies? The hard wiring, right? Had it be changed because so much energy is coming in, it's overwhelming. God says it's go time. That message came through loud and clear. God says it's go time. And then did you get your house in order? Did you get your house in order? Companies coming, right? You had to clean up your house. Get your house in order. These are main topics that we have been discussing over the past 2 months. We had the preparation to accept. We heard the call. God says, it's go time. Get your house in order. Now we're ready. Brandon Roberts, I appreciate you very much. I dreamt I was in jail and about to be released. Yeah, that's how we feel. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for that. That's how we feel, you know, like when you could actually like Morpheus said, it's a prison of the mind. It's a prison of the mind. And once you're able to express yourself, see, there could be 1 million people. Hit that like button. Maybe 1 million people will watch this. I appreciate that. I could just be myself. That's where the freedom lies. You are in a prison of the mind. And your body starts to break down. Right? You're brought almost to a premature end when you're not in alignment, when you're not in the truth. Who shares about this? Dr. Gabor Mate, right? You got to live in truth. Otherwise, you start getting dis-ease, right? A little dis-ease in certain areas of the body, especially, which we're going to talk about tonight, solar, right? Solar energy, solar storm, solar plexus. Liz Brown, thank you so much, Liz. I appreciate you very much, Liz. My honor to be here. Today, did you have a little activity in your solar plexus region at all? Just asking. You could hit the yellows and the oranges in the chat if you felt it in your solar plexus. I've shared about fasting on my journey. Tonight I'm doing that again. Kinda. And if you're new to the channel, check out the channel page on that. I never believed in fasting. Okay, I got really big into it. The clarity, the clean slate. You had to get a clean slate to achieve all this. I had my body running in tip-top shape. So tonight, I'm not eating heavily. Right? So you might be cold. You're actually feeling this energy right now. You might be cold to fast, intermittent fast, whatever. Eat less, more hydration, whatever it is. Crypto Oldie, thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. Veronica writes, not much of an appetite. I don't have the appetite right now. We cover everything on this channel if you happen to be new. Hit that like button if you're new. Appreciate that. This is a time period of remembrance. Past lives. Past lives. You might have felt past lives. You might have known about things from the past. The Akashic records. Akashic records. In the universe, there's documentation of all of your past lives, your soul growth, everything that you've done. It's stored in a database. Get ready for this, Light Warriors. Hold on. See, like there's a major solar storm that's happening, right? People are worried maybe the grid, the electric goes out. Electric goes out. People are they're more concerned about social media. They're more concerned about they can't go on Instagram. They're not concerned about the Akashic records. Okay, this is a time period to embrace your highest self, the highest version. Am I speaking the truth? Hit the like button if I'm speaking the truth. People concerned, oh, what if What if the computer goes down for 3 days? What if there's 3 days of darkness? Oh, I can't see. I can't go on Instagram. I can't put up Photoshopped pics with filters on it. They're more concerned. Hit the like button if your Uncle Mike is speaking the truth. People in this society are more concerned how they look like their fake persona on Instagram. They're more concerned with that than the Akashic records. That's the database you have to be worried about. That's where I'm concerned. You know, I say to myself, oh, you know what? The internet goes down for 3 days. I get a little break from this. I'll go out in nature. I start pumping the iron. I'll work out a little extra. Right? Take a little break, little reset action going, right? I know you guys like that in the chat right now, right? No, people are more concerned about the internet going down. They're not concerned about their soul and the Akashic records and their essence. It's wild. So this is a powerful thing that's coming. Space Weather said that if geomagnetic storms were hurricanes, it's like category 4. We're almost at the top of the scale, which brings up, I want to talk about the Carrington event. Carrington event, powerful time. Carrington event happened in September 1859. And at the time, we didn't have a lot of electronics. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have, constant nonstop connection on social media going nonstop 24/7, right? But during the Carrington event, it was the most intense geomagnetic storm. Telegraph stations went down. Fires at the telegraph. Booms, right? Booms are coming. Could you imagine the telegraph? Right? So think about back then. This is a very powerful time. Amy writes, new Carrington size event. New Carrington size event. The event. I've been sharing this for a few years now. Would you say? The event is the expansion of human consciousness. That's what this is, this time. Isn't that so important? Some people, it's not a big event. This is about, if you had the ability to take back all of your power, all of your gifts, wouldn't you want that? Wouldn't you want that? This is a time period where everything is coming back. You have to be focused on becoming the best version of yourself. And that's what this shift, this solar storm that's coming right now, a lot of people knew that this was coming. And we're in solar cycle 25, and it's going to peak this year, 2024. Ready? 2024 is the year of abundance. There's nothing to be afraid of. Don't be afraid. Internet goes down for a few days, you'll be all right. Okay? I shared a story back when I was teaching, and me and my coworkers were laughing that parents and everyone was calling 911 because a failing social media platform went down. They're literally calling 911 because it went down. You got to get back to the basics. I did a full video on this, getting back to the basics. Building a foundation. Ironclad foundation. That's what we have been building, and that's what we're going to continue to build. Okay? So these solar activities are bringing out what lies within. There might be people in your everyday life you didn't know what lies. Oh, you didn't know? Someone can finish it in the chat, right? Oh, you didn't know? You didn't know. You didn't know your true potential. You didn't know who this person was and that person. As the solar activity increases, it is going to bring out what is within, what has been dormant, what is inside of a person. You didn't know what was inside. It's all rising to the surface right now. And that's what these solar activities do. This is something that we're about to experience, and probably over the next few days, like never before. The seeds that I plant today will not bear fruit today. Doug got it. I appreciate you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. Otherwise, I make a joke. You know what? One person laughs. I appreciate you, Doug. We have a tremendous community here. Would you consider just hit that like button and hit the subscribe button as we continue to grow like never before? We're on the road to gold. Yeah. We have big things to do. Okay? I have a lot of work to do. Very busy. Very busy. I'm busy. What am I doing? I'm busy teaching, building, leading. We're getting the band back together. We're coming online. This is about content of character. Sandra, thank you so much, Sandra. I appreciate you. Microphone is running low. What's inside of a person is coming to the forefront. Okay? You have to embrace the truth at this time. Some people don't want to embrace the truth. Okay? That's why your Uncle Mike is here. You know, doing this type of work, it brings forth so many beautiful people. But we're going to an age of enlightenment, an age of authenticity. And, you know, I cross over many different types of communities, topics. You know, science people resonate. You know, spiritual people resonate. All different types of people. Religious people resonate. All different types of people. Sandra, thank you so much again. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you for being here. Love you. Appreciate that. But it doesn't matter who you are. If you're getting this message, if you are just called to learn and expand, this is about content of character. Content of character. Again, you know, I put up a video earlier this rising. So many beautiful comments. Someone had to show up to troll, you know, oh, you know, past lives, Akashic records. After the premiere, I had to write 4 comments. Just kept going. Man, that life has to be so exhausting. Isn't it exhausting to live like that? So negative, so angry. Why so angry for? This is about content of character. You know, people that get triggered over past lives, Akashic records, I've shared this. That quote-unquote narcissistic energy, that everything's being documented, right? You'll see it. Right? We're seeing this right now. That should be a beautiful thing. Everything that you do, you think you don't take anything with you, right? You don't take certain materialistic things, but you take your energy, you take your consciousness with you. It's in the Akashic records. Full video on the channel page. This solar activity, what's happening right now is waking up what lies dormant inside of you. Those Christ codes, Christ consciousness is awakening right now across the world. Authentic Warrior 444. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate you very much. We are authentic warriors. That's what we need at this time. We need authentic warriors. We show up every day. Strive to become 1% better every day. That's what we're here to do. You knew this time was coming. A lot of people that are tuned in tonight, you knew this was coming. And then all of a sudden it's here. This is a time of excitement. We had the preparation. We heard the call. God says it's go time. We had our house in order. And you might be tuned on tonight. If you don't have appetite during this solar storm, take a break. A little hydration. It's all right. And I went through a lot of this, you know, as I've been upgrading and changing Everything changes. Your consciousness changes, your body upgrades, you get stronger. So many different things that are happening. We're embracing our higher self that's coming online. The highest version of ourselves are coming online right now. It's a powerful time. You have so much stored inside of you, so much potential. Now it's time to embrace it. Those memories that you've had, those feelings that you had, the power, it's actually real. I've shared this earlier today. Stay focused. You could be distracted. Then you're not picking up. If you're distracted, if you're in a lower frequency, you don't really pick up. So some people say, why don't I pick? It's different for all people. Everything counts. Everything counts towards your vibrational frequency. Epigenetics. People could show up. People might, and if I'm speaking the truth, please hit the like button. People are maybe have shown up in the past few years to distract you, to try to make you forget who you are. And then there's people that show up that help inspire you, that actually help you remember who you are. Our goal here is to help each and every one of us remember who they are. Get up. Get up. We're all different. We look different on the outside, but we're all the same frequency. There's a spark of God inside of you. It's being activated. Divine timing. Certain things just activate at a proper time. This year is the proper time. And sometimes we need a little activational energy to get it started. And once it gets started, then it goes. There it goes. Okay? Wow, look at the beautiful number hitting. Hit the 777. Your lucky sevens are here. So you also might be seeing signs, synchronicities, numbers. Numbers like never before. Or you know, I was from yesterday into this rising, this thing I do work with, and I kept getting versions of 144. I'm like, this has got to be 144 all day. Hit the 144. 144,000 does not mean there are only 144,000 people. Only 140. No, it's your DNA. DNA code 144. It's a code in your DNA. 1 + 4 + 4 is 9. Tesla said if you ever knew the magnificence of 3, 6, and 9, you would hold the keys to the universe. You hold the keys to the universe within your DNA. You have the power. You, not out there. Not the people trying to gaslight you. Not the people trying to lower your frequency. You have the codes. You have the codes. You have the codes. 144 all day. Absolutely. Tom Kuzik, thank you so much for that, Tom. I really appreciate that, Tom. Thanks so much for that. Love you, Tom. Appreciate that. I got everyone. Powerful night tonight. You can feel the power rising. Spiral. The DNA spiral. Tesla coil. The DNA. Don't be concerned. Don't be concerned. Oh, the social media, oh, the solar storms might knock it down. Listen, we could have Carrington event 2.0. That's definitely possible. Don't live in the fear. See, here, and I'm being real with everyone, okay? This channel is based, the cornerstone of this channel is authenticity. Okay, write that down. Authenticity. Write it on a piece of paper. That's the most powerful force in the universe. Okay, we are focused. And again, you got to be rational. It's not, oh, it's the end of the world. Remember that eclipse a little while back? Everyone said, oh, right? But the people that were focused on the power of that time period, right? They did the preparation. They got the house in order. These are all things. I keep receipts. Hit the like button if you keep receipts as well. They're all on the channel page. Can you still hear me? You give me a 555 if you hear me. Do you hear me now? Or no sound? 555 or no sound? 555 or you hear me? Okay. My fancy microphone ran out, so. But we were getting to the end anyway. You could still hear me. It's clear, or is it kind of, we clear? All right. Woof. At least I get to keep going for a little bit longer. Embrace who you are. It's clear? Okay. I got a funny thing coming with that too. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new. I have so many things planned. Some of them were not originally planned, but I have to come up with ideas for crazy things. So you could go on your journey. If you are expanding your consciousness, if you are improving yourself, you got to go with the flow. You are transmuting a lot of different situations. Become transmuters. This is a time period of great change, and you're going to see this over the next few days. Very powerful time period. Only you know the answers. Don't be numb to it. Some people, well, why don't I? Don't be numb to it. Be the alchemist at this time. Be the alchemist. Each and every one of us have these abilities that are lying dormant inside of us. Have the remembrance. You know, you just have this inner knowing. Inner guidance GPS. You better tune in now. I heard someone on YouTube do that video. No, inner guide. Do you have an inner guidance GPS? You know, you just know. You know the time is now. You know the time is here to activate your superhero powers. Chantel, thank you so much. It's the end of the world as we know it, and I feel fine, baby. Yeah. It's the end of the old and the beginning of the new. That's what this is all about. Yeah. So I love each and every one of you. Whatever calls you, eat the way. If you have to fast, fast. If you have to hydrate, hydrate. Listen to your body. Know your point of homeostasis. We're going to be wrapping it up here. We're going to be heading over to Patreon. The link is in the description if you would like to join us. A lot of us are going to be sharing what we have been experiencing in the past week. You felt this coming ahead of time. So if I'm speaking these words, I had a lot of good feedback in this Risings video out in nature. You felt it coming ahead of time. And if you're in tune, you know it's here. So I appreciate you all. We're going to be talking about soul retrieval in detail tonight. Know who you are. We'll be back on tomorrow here, 9 a.m. Eastern time. If you're new to the channel, I'm so grateful that you're here. We're doing things, we're building things, creating things that have never been done before here. So your support simply by clicking the like button and clicking that subscribe button. If you took some value out of tonight's message, I know we have a lot of new people on tonight. I appreciate those two things. That's all I ask. And through authenticity, this community, because that's what we are, this community will continue to grow. We'll share more about this tomorrow. We're heading over to Patreon now. If you have Patreon, the link is posted on Patreon. And in the comment section on this video, write down what your experiences have been. Because I assure you, especially during these times you deal with ascension, there's someone that's out there, they say, oh, I'm experiencing all these weird things, and they feel alone. So we could be on different continents and going through the same thing, having the same feelings. It brings comfort to other people. So I love you all. Ride the wave. There's a lot that's coming up over the next few days. Solar storm to rule them all. I am the defender of our everyday lives. It's time, light warriors. No matter what comes your way, even solar storms, just, ready? Keep going. That's it. Just keep going. All right. Love you all. Bye for now.